In this video, we break down 10 shocking reasons why retirees are at risk of losing OAS or being forced into mandatory health checks, rules that most Canadians don't even know exist. Stay tuned, because reason number 10 could affect your benefits more than anything else, and you need to know it before it's too late. Did you know that thousands of Canadian seniors could suddenly see a chunk of their old age security, OAS benefits clawed back, even if they've been retired for years? And that's not all. The government is now introducing mandatory medical tests that could determine whether you keep your full benefits or lose part of your income. Imagine planning your retirement carefully, only to find that a small mistake in reporting your income, a delay in paperwork, or missing a required test could cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Seniors are feeling trapped, anxious, and unsure how to protect their hard-earned security.
Number 10. Changes in government policy. The final and perhaps most alarming reason seniors are at risk of losing benefits in 2026 is the constant changes in government policy. Even long-term retirees who thought their OAS benefits were secure are now facing uncertainty. The government has introduced new regulations that can alter eligibility, adjust clawback thresholds, or require additional documentation without much notice. This creates a situation where seniors must remain vigilant, as policies can shift quickly, impacting financial stability and peace of mind. For example, upcoming changes may redefine how income from pensions, investments, or family support is calculated, potentially triggering clawbacks even for seniors who previously qualified for full benefits. Similarly, new rules could expand the scope of mandatory medical tests, linking health assessments directly to OAS eligibility. This means a senior could suddenly be required to undergo procedures or submit detailed medical records to maintain their benefits. The key takeaway is that no senior can afford to assume their benefits are fixed. Understanding new policies, staying informed through official updates, and planning accordingly has never been more critical. Seniors and their families must regularly review income, assets, and health obligations to avoid unexpected reductions in benefits. Like this video if it helped you understand these changes, subscribe to stay updated on OAS rules and senior benefits, and comment below. Which policy change worries you the most, and how are you preparing for it? Sharing your experiences can help other seniors protect their financial security in uncertain times.
Number 9. Penalties for non-compliance. Another major concern for Canadian seniors under the 2026 OAS regulations is the strict penalties for non-compliance. These rules mean that failing to meet deadlines, submit required forms, or accurately report income and assets can result in financial penalties or even partial loss of benefits. What used to be minor administrative oversights are now treated as serious infractions, leaving seniors vulnerable to unexpected reductions in their hard-earned retirement income. For example, missing a submission deadline for income verification or forgetting to report a small investment can trigger automatic calculations that reduce your OAS payments. In some cases, repeated non-compliance could escalate to further government scrutiny, requiring seniors to provide detailed documentation or attend hearings to reclaim lost benefits. This creates an environment where even small mistakes can have disproportionate consequences, adding stress to retirees who are already managing complex paperwork and health concerns. Seniors must also be aware that these penalties are often applied automatically through digital systems, meaning there may be little room for human discretion. Even if an error is unintentional, the system may flag it, and reversing the decision can involve time-consuming procedures. Families and caregivers need to stay vigilant, helping seniors track deadlines, maintain accurate records, and comply with all reporting requirements. Overall, the penalties for non-compliance highlight a harsh reality. Staying informed, organized, and proactive is no longer optional for seniors receiving OAS. Understanding these rules and ensuring strict adherence is essential to avoid unnecessary financial losses and maintain long-term security in retirement.
Number 8. Automated government systems. One of the most significant changes affecting Canadian seniors in 2026 is the growing reliance on automated government systems to monitor OAS eligibility, income reporting, and benefit disbursement. These systems are designed to increase efficiency, reduce processing times, and detect discrepancies in reporting, but they also create new challenges and risks for retirees. Errors in the system, outdated information, or misreported data can automatically trigger clawbacks, fines, or even temporary suspension of benefits, leaving seniors caught in a complex web of bureaucracy. For seniors, this means that even minor mistakes, such as a small misreporting of income, delayed submission of documents, or failure to update personal information, can have immediate financial consequences. Because the systems are largely automated, decisions may be made without human review, making it harder to quickly resolve issues or provide context for mistakes. This adds a layer of anxiety for seniors who are already managing health concerns and other retirement responsibilities. For families and caregivers, navigating these automated processes requires meticulous record-keeping. Ensuring that every form, medical report, and income declaration is accurate and submitted on time is critical. Seniors must also monitor their accounts regularly to detect any unexpected changes or deductions. While automation improves government efficiency, it also creates a high-stakes environment where oversight or misunderstanding can lead to financial loss. Seniors must be proactive, organized, and vigilant to protect their benefits, understanding that the digital systems meant to simplify processes can also amplify errors if they're not carefully managed.
Number 7. Residency and citizenship rules. Another critical factor affecting Canadian seniors in 2026 is the enforcement of stricter residency and citizenship requirements for OAS eligibility. The government has clarified that to receive full benefits, seniors must meet specific criteria regarding their length of residence in Canada and their citizenship status. Even retirees who have lived in Canada for decades may find themselves at risk if they spend extended periods abroad or fail to maintain proper documentation. For seniors, this means that extended travel, living part-time in another country, or even temporary relocation can have unexpected consequences. Benefits may be reduced or completely withheld if residency requirements are not met, and proving compliance often requires submitting detailed travel histories, immigration records, or proof of citizenship. The new rules are designed to ensure that OAS benefits are only provided to those who have maintained a significant connection to Canada, but for many seniors, these requirements are unfamiliar and complicated. For families and caregivers, understanding these rules is essential to avoid surprises. Seniors must carefully track the number of years they have lived in Canada, maintain up-to-date citizenship or immigration records, and be aware of how time spent outside the country may affect their benefits. Failing to comply can lead to clawbacks, delayed payments, or additional paperwork, adding stress and financial uncertainty to retirement planning. Overall, residency and citizenship rules highlight the importance of vigilance and proactive planning. Seniors must be fully aware of how their living arrangements, travel patterns, and legal status intersect with government regulations to ensure they continue receiving the full benefits they are entitled to, protecting both their financial security and peace of mind.
Number 6. Family support impact. Another often overlooked factor affecting OAS benefits in 2026 is the influence of family support, including gifts, inheritances, or financial assistance from children or relatives. While these contributions are meant to help seniors maintain their quality of life, under the new rules, certain types of family-provided income or transfers can unintentionally trigger clawback, reducing the amount of OAS seniors receive. This creates a tricky situation where well-intentioned financial help could end up causing more harm than good. For example, if a senior receives a substantial monetary gift from a child or inherits a property, these assets may be considered part of the senior's income or net worth when calculating eligibility for full OAS benefits. Even modest support, if not reported correctly, can create discrepancies in government records, which may result in automatic deductions or requests for repayment. Seniors may not be aware of these implications until they receive a notice from the government, creating unnecessary stress and confusion. Families and caregivers must understand that these rules are designed to ensure fairness in the distribution of benefits, but they also require careful planning. Keeping accurate records of financial gifts, inheritance, or any support received is essential, as is consulting with financial advisors to ensure that these contributions do not inadvertently reduce the senior's benefits. Ultimately, the impact of family support highlights the delicate balance seniors must maintain between receiving help and preserving their government benefits. Without careful management and awareness, even well-meaning gestures can have unintended financial consequences, making proactive planning and education more critical than ever for retirees in Canada.
Number 5. Late or missed applications. One of the most common reasons seniors risk losing part of their OAS benefits in 2026 is due to late or missed applications. While many retirees assume their benefits will automatically continue, the reality is that the government requires timely submissions and regular updates to ensure ongoing eligibility. Missing a deadline, even by a few days, can result in partial payments, delayed benefits, or in some cases, retroactive clawbacks that can cause significant financial stress. For seniors, the challenge is often keeping track of the numerous forms, deadlines, and income reporting requirements. Whether it's submitting an initial OAS application, updating income information, or filing necessary medical or residency documents, delays can quickly become costly. Even seniors who have been receiving benefits for years can be affected if the government requires updated verification or if policy changes introduce new documentation requirements. For families and caregivers, it's essential to assist seniors in staying organized and proactive. Setting reminders for key dates, keeping copies of all forms and correspondence, and confirming receipt with government offices can prevent missed deadlines. Many seniors are unaware that a simple oversight, such as forgetting to submit a form or misunderstanding instructions, can trigger a reduction in benefits. Ultimately, timeliness and attention to detail are critical in protecting OAS benefits. By understanding the importance of submitting applications and updates on schedule, seniors can avoid unnecessary delays, penalties, and financial stress, ensuring their retirement income remains secure and uninterrupted.
Number 4. Income from pensions and investments. A major factor affecting seniors' OAS benefits in 2026 is the way income from pensions and investments is calculated. The government considers a wide range of income sources, including RRSP withdrawals, CPP benefits, private pensions, and investment earnings when determining eligibility for full OAS payments. Even income that seems unrelated to government benefits can push a senior's earnings above the threshold, triggering partial or full clawbacks. For many retirees, this rule comes as a shock. They may have carefully planned their retirement finances, expecting their OAS benefits to remain steady, only to discover that certain withdrawals or gains could reduce the amount they receive. For instance, selling investments, receiving interest or dividends, or drawing from a private pension could unexpectedly increase reported income, causing a reduction in monthly benefits. Seniors who are unaware of these calculations may face financial shortfalls they did not anticipate, affecting their ability to cover daily expenses and medical costs. Understanding how different income sources impact OAS is critical. Seniors and their families must track all earnings carefully, consider the timing of withdrawals, and seek professional advice when planning their finances. This proactive approach can prevent surprises and ensure that OAS benefits are maximized while remaining compliant with government rules. Overall, income from pensions and investments highlights the complexity of retirement planning under the new 2026 regulations. Even small changes in earnings can have a significant effect on benefits, making it essential for seniors to remain informed, organized, and strategic about their financial decisions. This ensures retirement income remains predictable and stable, safeguarding both financial security and peace of mind. Number 3. Asset declaration requirements. Another critical factor affecting Canadian seniors in 2026 is the stricter asset declaration requirements. The government now requires retirees to report all significant assets, including savings accounts, investments, real estate, and other property, to determine eligibility for OAS benefits and calculate potential clawbacks. What many seniors don't realize is that even small oversights or unreported assets can trigger automatic reductions in benefits or require repayment of previously received funds. For seniors, this means that keeping accurate records is no longer optional. Whether it's a modest investment portfolio, rental property, or cash gifts from family, all assets may be scrutinized. Failing to declare them properly could result in fines, delayed payments, or unexpected reductions in OAS, even if the income from these assets is minimal. Many retirees are unaware that the government cross-references data from multiple sources, making it increasingly difficult to overlook an asset without consequences. Families and caregivers must assist seniors in organizing their financial records, tracking the value of all assets, and ensuring that any changes are reported promptly. Consulting with financial advisors can also help retirees plan their withdrawals, investments, and asset transfers strategically to minimize potential impacts on OAS. Ultimately, these stricter asset declaration rules are part of the government's broader effort to ensure fairness and transparency in benefit distribution. While they may seem cumbersome, understanding and complying with these regulations is essential for seniors to avoid unexpected clawbacks, maintain financial stability, and continue receiving the benefits they are legally entitled to.
Number 2. Mandatory medical tests. A major reason Canadian seniors are feeling trapped under the 2026 rules is the introduction of mandatory medical tests to maintain eligibility for OAS benefits. The government has begun requiring certain retirees to undergo health assessments and screenings, linking the results directly to their benefits. While the policy is intended to ensure that seniors are medically fit for specific programs or to prevent fraud, many retirees see it as an intrusion into personal privacy and a source of added stress. These medical tests can include routine checkups, blood work, or more specialized screenings depending on age, medical history, and reported conditions. Seniors who fail to complete these tests on time, delay appointments, or do not provide accurate medical documentation risk temporary suspension or reduction of their benefits. Even minor errors, such as missing paperwork or not submitting results correctly, can trigger automatic clawbacks, leaving retirees financially vulnerable. For families and caregivers, staying informed about which tests are required and ensuring timely completion is essential. Coordinating appointments, keeping copies of medical reports, and maintaining open communication with healthcare providers and government offices can prevent unnecessary interruptions to benefits. Ultimately, the rule highlights a growing trend. Health compliance is now tied directly to financial security. Seniors must treat these requirements seriously, not only to protect their OAS payments, but also to navigate the increasingly complex intersection of healthcare and retirement benefits.
Understanding the tests, deadlines, and reporting procedures is critical to avoiding unexpected financial setbacks while maintaining peace of mind in retirement. Number 1. OAS income thresholds. One of the most significant reasons seniors risk losing part of their OAS benefits in 2026 is the strict enforcement of income thresholds. The government sets specific income limits to determine whether retirees qualify for full OAS payments or face partial clawbacks. Exceeding these thresholds, even slightly, can result in a reduction of monthly benefits, catching many seniors off guard and creating unexpected financial strain. These thresholds include all forms of income: pensions, employment earnings, investment income, and other taxable earnings. For retirees who continue to work part-time, receive investment returns, or access certain retirement accounts, it's easy to unknowingly cross the limit. The impact can be severe. A sudden reduction in OAS payments can disrupt carefully planned budgets, making it harder to cover living expenses, medical costs, or other essential needs. Seniors need to understand that these thresholds are not static. They are adjusted periodically to reflect inflation and government policy changes. Staying informed about the current limits is essential to avoid surprises and plan income strategically. Families and caregivers should help seniors track all income sources and plan withdrawals, ensuring reported earnings stay within safe limits when possible. Overall, the enforcement of OAS income thresholds underscores the importance of careful financial planning for retirees. Understanding how total income affects benefits allows seniors to make informed decisions about work, investments, and asset management, protecting their financial stability and ensuring they receive the maximum benefits they are entitled to under the law. The 2026 rules for Canadian seniors are more complex than ever, with mandatory medical tests, OAS clawbacks, income thresholds, and asset reporting, creating a high-stakes environment. Staying informed and proactive is essential to protect your retirement income and avoid unexpected reductions. Seniors and their families must carefully track income, meet deadlines, and comply with all government requirements to safeguard benefits and maintain financial stability.